Incentivize your employees to make them perform better. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. And as is in my usual style, I'm going to tell you a little story. Brief story, true story, that will hopefully help you to illustrate the point. And to, as I always say, just to make you think, stimulate thought. I remember some years ago, I was doing a seminar for a group of business owners, entrepreneurs, managers, and one of the topics that we discussed was about how to incentivize the performance. And so one of the entrepreneurs said that he does this also at home. He told us about how he was trying to incentivize his daughter to get an 85 average on her report card by promising her that if she did that, she would get a brand new iPhone. And so that's something that really stuck with me. And so I remember that I ran into that same entrepreneur some months later. And I remembered it immediately. And I asked him, I said, so did your daughter get the iPhone? He said, yeah. But the way he said yes really told me intuitively, I said, I know exactly what happened. And so I asked more questions because I really wanted to find out if I was right. And I said, she was supposed to get an 80, what was it, 80, 85 average? He said, yeah. I said, so she got an 85 average. And he looked down, he didn't look at me, he looked down, he said, no, she got a 78. And so I was like, but you just said she got the iPhone. He said, yeah, I just couldn't find it in my heart not to give it to her. She worked so hard for the iPhone, and so I just gave it to her. And I was like, cool, okay. I'm not here to judge whether or not he did the right thing or not by giving her the iPhone, even though she didn't reach the goal that she was supposed to reach. That's not for me to decide. I'm not her father. But the reason I'm telling you this, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, take this same concept and put it in the company. The question I have for you is, do you purport in your company a results-oriented culture or an effort-based culture? So what's more important? Is it the effort or is it the results that you get? Take the example of salespeople. Your salespeople have a target of 100. They got to get this target. And if they get the target, they know that they're going to get a bonus. What if they only get to 94? What if they only get to 97? Do you give them the bonus anyway? Now, I'm not here to tell you what you should do. The question is whether you should give them the bonus or not. It all depends on what it is you want to communicate to your people. If you want to communicate that results are the most important thing, then you can't give them the bonus. Even if they get 99, you can't give them the bonus. You got to give it to them if they get 100. Because if you give them the bonus after they get 94 or 95 or 97, what do you think is going to happen during the next sales cycle, next year? How much do you think they're going to be driven to really do everything that's necessary to get to 100 because they know they're going to get that bonus? They're probably not going to be very driven because they know it. All they have to do is get close and they're going to get the bonus anyway. See what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to make you think, because one of the things that entrepreneurs and business owners have complained to me about over the years is that their salespeople aren't driven enough. And so we talk about incentivizing. How do you incentivize them? What's the culture that you are purporting in your company? Is it results oriented or is it effort oriented? Or is it neither one of the two? If it's not really results based and results oriented, then you can't complain that people aren't really driven. It could be because you have the wrong people in the wrong jobs. You know, there's a lot of statistics that talk about this, about how many people all over the world are in jobs that they're not qualified for. It could be that you haven't trained these people properly, these salespeople. It could be that you haven't set them up for success, you know, by giving them all the tools and the instruments and the strategy that they need to be successful. But it could also be that you haven't incentivized them in the right way, or that you haven't been consistent in the way you said you would incentivize them, by giving them a bonus, for example, when they really don't deserve it based on the rules that you set forth, but you didn't enforce. See what I'm saying? At any rate, like I always say, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to stimulate thought. You're going to decide in the end whether you should make any changes to the way you are incentivizing your people or whether you want to keep it the way it is. In any case, I will see you in the next video for more tips and advice about how to manage, motivate, and communicate more effectively to your people.